Hello. Yeah, I think it's working, right? As long as I'm getting the levels. Hello, everyone watching out there. Welcome to Garner Valley High School, Mo DeFrank Stadium. It's a beautiful day for lacrosse here in Garner Valley. Today we have the 4-0 Garner Valley Jaguars going against the 3-1 Harriton Rams. Harriton's only loss in the young part of the season coming to the defending state champion Conestoga Pioneers in league play. It's a big early season matchup for Garner Valley and Harriton. Just had the singing of the national anthem. Final words from both coaches, and then we'll have the opening draw to get this thing going. Weather forecast wasn't so beautiful earlier today for late this afternoon. Thunderstorms and rains coming, but right now it's beautiful. A little bit of cloud cover, but 70 degrees and sun is shining. Both of these teams have aspirations for a Central League championship. Both have been in the competition for them in the last few years here. Both teams have several key returning starters from successful teams last year that competed for the Central League championship, as well as the District 1 championship. Both these teams qualified for the state playoffs in 2016. Out to take the draw right now, number 34, Greta Stahl, a junior from Harriton, and number 18 from Garner Valley, Maddie McKee, sophomore midfielder. Early whistle. They called a hold on Garner Valley, so the ball goes over to Harriton on the first offensive possession of the game. Good defense. Interception on that crease pass by Tish Minford. She gets it forward to Ashley Buffano as Garner Valley looks to clear and get their offense set up for the first time here in the early going. Pass over to Beth Hoffman. Harriton's doing a really good job here early of keeping Garner Valley from getting it across midfield, forcing an errant pass there. But Garner Valley gets the ball back. Another turnover by Garner Valley, and out come the Rams. Good feed in front. Tish Minford again comes up with the loose ball for the Jaguars. Not sure that shot even got on goal. I think it was defended before it ever got to goalkeeper Lauren Kinney. Garner Valley's going to try again here with the clear. Another turnover in the midfield. Now come the Rams once again. So this is Harriton's third possession here in the Garner Valley offensive end. In the Harriton's offensive end, Garner Valley has yet to get the ball settled inside their attacking end. Harriton is very deliberate here, setting up a play. Got a girl sitting on the crease. Trying to run a cunter off a screen inside. Greta Stahl couldn't find anyone open on that initial cut. She's content to just keep the ball behind. First goal of the game goes to number 34 for Harriton, Greta Stahl. Her first of the game. This is a ball. Garner Valley played really good defense there for that entire possession. And then Greta Stahl got herself loose down at goal line, extended on that left elbow, and was able to get herself out in front for a slam dunk goal. 1-0 Harriton with 21 minutes and 24 seconds remaining in the first half. Call an empty check on Garner Valley. So off that second draw, possession goes back to Harriton. Shot wide by number 23, Molly McDonough, junior midfielder from Harriton. But Harriton had that shot backed up and retained possession. Harriton is really deliberate on their possessions. They're more than content to just hold the ball behind, force Garner Valley to play defense for extended periods of time, and it paid off again. That second goal for Harriton scored by number 2, Molly McDonough, off of the feed from Greta Stahl, and with 19:48 left in the first half, Rams 2, Jaguars nothing. Maddie McKee wins the draw for Garner Valley. Errant pass. Another errant pass. That ball goes out of bounds. So Garner Valley finally got their first offensive possession. Had one errant pass that was backed up, and then the next pass went out of bounds, so the Rams get possession again. So far in the early going, Harriton has been really patient with the ball when they've had it. They haven't had much of a hard time getting the ball advanced upfield. Once they get it settled in the offensive end, they've been taking it around behind the goal to the X with their all-league attacker, Greta Stahl, running the offense from behind. Clear out for number 23. Shot, score, high. 3-0 Rams with 18:40 left in the first half. That goal scored by Molly McDonough. Timeout, Garner Valley. 18:40 left in the first half. Well, from a coach's standpoint here in the early going, if you're Coach George Dick from the Harriton Rams, you're perfectly content with where things have gone. They've controlled the pace. They've controlled the possession. Garner Valley's only had the ball in the Harriton offensive end, in the Garner Valley's offensive end, for about 15 seconds. Garner Valley has no shots on goal through the first 6 minutes and 20 seconds of the game. Harriton with a 3-0 lead. Command of the game early on. If you're Coach Jen Purvis for the Garner Valley Jaguars here, I'm sure what she's trying to tell her team in here is to settle down. Most of the mistakes made aren't forced mistakes. They've just been errant passes and dropped balls, and they've lost some ground balls. I'm sure she's just telling them to settle down. There's a lot of time left. 3-goal leads aren't a lot in girls lacrosse, especially early on. Plenty of game left. I'm sure she's just trying to settle them down and get them to take care of the ball when they do have it. So if you're the Jaguars here, you're trying to get possession off of this. Move the ball around. Be patient. Try and get yourself a look offensively. As we just mentioned, they don't even have an offensive shot on goal yet. So anything at this point is an improvement from the first 6 minutes of play. So I'm sure one of Coach Purvis's messages was just to settle down and get the ball and at least get a shot on goal, get a good look. Stahl and McKee once again. Both teams stay with the same players at the center of the field for this draw. Ball down. Stahl comes up with it. Errant pass, but Harriton gets... It's another thing. Harriton has had the best of these ground balls, although Matty O'Brien comes up with it for the Jaguars. Let's see if the Jaguars can settle it down. Harriton's pressure in the midfield on Garner Valley's attempts to clear is really giving the Jaguars fits here early on. There's another errant pass, but backed up by number 6, Matty O'Brien. Let's see if Garner Valley slows it down and just tries to get a good extended possession here to get their defenders some rest. Good cut, good defense. Centering attempt. Intercepted by number 21, a freshman midfielder, defenseman Matty Henderson. Foul called on number 13, Ashley Buffano. Harriton's going to have a restart here just across midfield. And again, if you're Harriton at this point, the pace has been their favor. They've been super slow and deliberate when they've had the ball, and it's paid off. They've had 4 possessions and 3 goals on them. And really, Garner Valley hasn't figured them out defensively yet, so not so sure Harriton needs to change anything. Shot over the cage. Backed up by number 12, Caitlin Williams, sophomore attacker for Harriton. And they bring the ball back in. Feed in front again. Oh, ball dropped. Picked up again by Tish Minford. It's her 3rd ground ball early on. Garner Valley looking to clear. Beth Hoffman to Cameron McNeil. The junior attacker. Oh, foul called. So again, Garner Valley had that last possession. They worked it around behind. Oh, great back check. Garner Valley turns the ball over again. Out of bounds off McNeil. Harriton ball. Matty O'Brien read that, just missed the ball, and here comes Harriton on the fast break. If you want to call it that, they haven't really seemed too much of a hurry, even when they've had numbers offensively. They call their play. Change positioning. Harriton's done a good job offensively. They've given Garner Valley a few different looks. This 3-3-1 look with the one attacker behind acting as a feeder. All she's trying to do is get a cut, and they've been pin perfect. Every time she's had somebody open on a cut, they've put a pass right on their stick. Garner Valley hasn't figured out this motion cut yet by Harriton. Delayed call. Pass in front to number 34, Greta Stahl. She scores on the layup from just in front. And with 14:55 left in this first half, it's now Harriton 4, Garnet Valley 0. Garnet Valley has switched up some things here. Can't hurt. Sophomore midfielder Kara Nealon, number 14, now in taking the draw against 34 Greta Stahl. See if this can spark the Jaguars in the midfield here to get possession and get an opportunity offensively. They have yet to get a shot on goal. Harriton again wins possession off the draw. As you can see by the tempo here for Harriton, they're in no hurry whatsoever. They've got a 4-goal lead. They've got possession. Crease violation called on number 23, Molly McDonough. Turnover goes to the Jaguars. See if they can get a clear. They're actually playing the goalie. Not a lot of teams do that on the clear. Loose ball right at midfield. Out of bounds off of the Rams. Garner Valley will have a restart at midfield. Number 19, Cam Faith on the restart, right at the midfield line, in between the two benches. She feeds to Riley Delaney. The Garner Valley looks to settle it down. There you go. First shot, first goal. Scored by senior attackman, number 6, Maddie O'Brien. Gets the Jaguars on the board, and with 12:39 left in this first half, it's back to a 3-goal deficit. It's now 4-1 Harriton. Garner Valley is going to stay with Kara Nealon, taking the draw. Not sure she realized they were staying with her, but she heard the coach. She's back out there at the draw. See if Garner Valley can get possession here. Number 19, Cam Faith, picks up the ground ball off the draw, and Garner Valley looks to settle it down here. Two very deliberate styles if you're watching from home. Harriton obviously wants to run their entire attack from behind. Greta Stahl back there feeding the ball up top to the cutters. Garner Valley runs their entire offense, motion offense from up top. They get a feed inside right there to Riley Delaney on the cross cut. Foul called. She'll have an 8-meter free position shot here. Looks like coming from the second hash over on that left side. See if Garner Valley can get an 8-meter here. And oh, good save by number 24, goalie from Harriton. Her first save of the game, and now the loose ball goes in the crease. She scoops it up. That's junior goalie Devin McLean for Harriton. Garner Valley forces the turnover. Yep, illegal check called onto the body on number 17, Emma Aronson. Number 5, Abby Kalish with the restart. Nealon feeds up top to Delaney. They lost her again coming off that screen. Goal number 2 for Maddie O'Brien. And with 10:59 left That'll cut the Harriton lead to 4-2. Again, that entire offensive possession for the Jags was set up by a turnover in the midfield, picked off by senior defender Beth Hoffman. She was able to get the ball back off the Harriton clear, leads to a Garner Valley goal. Again, cuts the deficit down to 2. Just as we talked about during that timeout. And a 3-goal lead. Obviously went up to 4-0, but now Garner Valley with the last 2 unanswered. Cuts it back to a 2-goal game. Draw goes straight up in the air. Harriton comes up with that ball. Number 23, Molly McDonough. And unlike their previous pace, they went. She had an opening, she went to goal. And right like that, Harriton scores again. It's McDonough's second of the game. Beat Kinney High just under the top bar. It's now 5-2 Harriton, and on the shot, it looks like we have a yellow card called on number 6, Maddie O'Brien, for a check to the head. So in addition to the 3-goal deficit, Garner Valley is now going to be down a player here for 2 minutes while O'Brien's locked into the penalty box. So even though Garner Valley has a 3-goal deficit here, they really need to be deliberate and slow things down if they get possession off of this draw to try and kill this 2-minute penalty. They do get possession. Foul called on number 34, Greta Stahl. Ball's going to go back over to number 19, Cam Faith. So Garner Valley does get possession off of the draw down a man. So you're going to watch Harriton double team the ball over the field here to try and force the turnover with the extra player. Garner Valley is going to do their best, as Beth Hoffman did there, just to keep the ball in space. Try and kill as much of this 2-minute penalty as possible, which will release at about 8:45. So Garner Valley's got a clock in their head, obviously. Oh, foul called on number 23, McDonough. Kalish with the free position shot here. Let's see if she goes to goal or if she pulls it out to try and kill some more of that clock. Oh, shot off the outside of the net. But Cameron McNeil backs it up. And on the feed in front, they turned it over. You can hear Coach Purvis yelling down there. There was no need for that pass in front with all the sticks and traffic. Garner Valley's bigger priority there should have been to kill the clock on the penalty. And as a result, the turnover goes back to Harriton. Now they're going to have an offensive possession for about 45 seconds with an extra attacker. Garner Valley's defenders are really going to be tasked here. Beautiful feed in front. That's what the extra attacker does. Garner Valley, you just can't cover everybody, and if that pass to the middle is successful on the cutter, there's nobody there to defend her. And so with 8:51 left, Garnet Valley is still a player down, and it's now a 6-2 lead for the Harriton Rams. You can hear Coach Purvis yelling to her girls there that they're even. The penalty will release in 5 seconds. So if you're Garner Valley here, you're at least trying to tie the ball up in the midfield long enough so that you can get the extra player on the field so that if Harriton gets possession, they're at least even players. So they successfully did that. They got the ball in midfield. Maddie O'Brien was released from the penalty box. Players are all even, but Harriton with the possession now in the midfield. Good save by Lauren Kinney. Big stop there. Harriton backs the shot up. Garnet Valley senior goaltender who's committed to go play at Bucknell next year. Has had a stellar first 4 games of the season. She's averaging 11 saves per game. Coming off a 13 save performance on Saturday. Again, Harriton is very content to play as slow as possible. We've got a 4-goal lead. The minutes winding down here in the first half, they don't have to be in a hurry. Their pace has benefited them throughout this half. Really has Garnet Valley back on their heels. Shot high, good feed. McDonough caught that pass right where she wanted. About 5 and 5 from the crease. Her shot was just a little bit high over the crease. Shot was defended inside. Not sure if it got all the way through to goalkeeper Lauren Kinney or not. Either way, the Jags got possession back. The body check foul called on Harriton. Let's see if Garnet Valley can come back downfield and get this back to a 3-goal game. It's really not a question of the pressure from Harriton necessarily being an issue for the Jaguars. They just, when they've had the ball, it's all been all self-inflicted errors. They've thrown the ball over people's heads and behind people. Their last few possessions have been much better. Garnet Valley's got all 7 offensive players all spread out in the offensive end. There's another turnover. Ball thrown behind number 5, Abby Kalish. Goes out of bounds on a turnover. Harriton ball. It's early going. That's at least 6 turnovers for the Garnet Valley Jaguars, all on balls thrown out of bounds. Garnet Valley hasn't been in this position much this year, where they're trailing, certainly not by 4 goals, and having to play at the opponent's pace. They've pretty much controlled pace in all 4 games so far. Good save by Lauren Kinney. Not quite sure that was even a shot. I think that may have been a pass that was checked on the pass attempt, and it ended up going in on the crease. Garnet Valley again sloppy with the ball on their own end. Number 8, Taviano, gets checked out of bounds, but they called the body check. Said she was pushed out of bounds right at midfield. She hands off to Delaney on the restart. See if Garnet Valley can get a look here. Another cut by O'Brien. Oh, saved by McLean. Good save. Eye-high shot by McLean on O'Brien. And Harriton looks to break out here again. Slam dunk on the 8-meter. Number 34, Greta Stahl, was uncovered right on the edge of the crease. Successful pass and slam dunk right from in front. That goal, her third of the game, makes the score now 7-2 Harriton. 2 minutes and 57 seconds left in the first half. Garner Valley's got to be really careful here not to let this get away from them. They got to try and get a possession here and get a goal. They can't let Harriton score again before the half. They really need to try and keep this at least a 5-goal game, but if they can get a goal here and cut it to 4, at least gives them a little bit of momentum going into halftime. Lets them figure out some of the things that they're not succeeding at here in this first half. Number 1, Regan Nealon, comes up with the loose ball. So Garner Valley does get the possession they so badly need. Regan Nealon falls down, but maintains possession of the ball, and Garner Valley will pull it back out up top and settle up their offense. Junior attacker, number 21, Caroline Carruthers, in the game now for the Jaguars, checked in for the first time. Shooting space violation called on the Rams. So with 2 minutes and 8 seconds left, number 6, Maddie O'Brien, is going to try and get her third of the game. Try and get Garner Valley back within 4. Shot, score! Hat trick for O'Brien. She has all 3 of the goals for Garner Valley. And with 1:53 left in the first half, it's now 7-3, Harriton on top. Nealon and Stahl again at the dot, right in the middle of the GV to try and take this draw. Really important possession here for Garner Valley. Beth Hoffman gets possession for the Jags. See how aggressive they are here, trying to get this back to 4-goal game. Oh, foul called on the shot. Number 7, Cameron McNeil, will have an 8-meter free shot. Shooting space called again on the 8-meter free position shot. So we're going to try it again. Goalie McLean made a nice save there. Off hip. Let's see if Cameron McNeil pick her spot better. Oh, she saved it again. See what the call is here. The goaltender, McLean, came up with the ball, but they called an empty stick violation on Harriton. Ball goes over to number 21, Caroline Carruthers. So Garner Valley gets an opportunity to set their offense up once again. The minute 29 left in the first half. It's now 7-3 Harriton. Garner Valley's trying to get this last goal here and cut it to a 3-goal deficit. Shot over the goal. Number 14, Karen Nealon, smartly went after the ball, closest to the ball as it went out. So the Jags will retain possession with 50 seconds left here in the first half. Let's see if Garner Valley tries to hold for this last shot. One thing they don't want to do is give Harriton possession back and give them an opportunity to push it back to a 5-goal game. Shot scored by number 1 Regan Nealon. Great feed from Riley Delaney. Nealon caught that pass on the move, changed direction, switched to her left hand, and buried it topside. That goal cuts a deficit to 7-4. Back to a 3-goal game here with 36 seconds left in the first half. Very important possession here if you're Garnet Valley. Get an opportunity to at least have a shot on goal with 36 seconds left. You don't want to give up possession and give Harriton a good look to make it back to a 4-goal game here if you've clawed your way back in it. Harriton wins it clean off the faceoff. It's really important for Garnet Valley here to try and play as good a defense as they can just to keep this game at a 3-goal deficit as the half winds down here. So with 12 seconds left, Harriton's going to attack. Greta Stahl shoots, scores. Her 4th of the game. She now has 4 of the 8 goals for the Harriton Rams here in the first half, and with just 8.5 seconds left, that pushes the lead back to 8-4. Ball's loose in the midfield. That'll probably do it for the first half as the seconds tick down. And that'll do it. So after 25 minutes of play, Harriton 8, Garnet Valley 4. For those watching the broadcast, we're going to step away for a few minutes. Let you enjoy your halftime just like we will. We hope you all enjoyed your halftime break. Second half underway. Garnet Valley stays with Nealon on the draw. First possession goes to number 23, McDonough, for the Rams. Let's look to see if they keep that same deliberate pace, trying to feed the ball from behind. They should. It's worked. You talk about what the two teams are probably looking at halftime and what their coaches are talking to them about. You'd think that Harriton's pretty much saying, keep doing what we've done. It's worked. We've controlled play. Just like that. The crease roll and roll dodge by sophomore attack midfielder Allison Schwab, number 2. She scores just 35 seconds in. That makes it 9-4 Rams. Good win by Nealon right off the face-off. Wins it to herself. Feeds to her twin sister, Regan. Pass knocked down, but the Jags get possession back. If you're Garnet Valley here, you really need to capitalize on every opportunity you have. You're facing a 5-goal deficit here early in the second half. They need to take care of the ball. High check called on Harriton. Should give number 10, Riley Delaney, a free position. Delaney scores. Shot low on goalie McLean. Jaguars score. And with 23:31 left in the second half, it's now 9-5. Harriton on top. There's still plenty of time left in the game. Garnet Valley just needs to be smart with the ball when they have it and capitalize when they do get settled possession. Garnet Valley switches it up here and goes with number 21, Caroline Carruthers, now at the center field draw. Harriton has mixed it up as well. Gone with number 23, McDonough. So they went away from Stahl, and Garnet Valley's now onto their third. Harriton wins possession, though. Sets it up. Garnet Valley was offsides, but got back.
Let's see what Harriton's going to do.
Harriton, as you can expect, is super slow and deliberate. They switched up a little bit. They've gone with Allison Schwab holding the ball from behind. They've put Stahl now standing right on the crease, forcing defender Buffano to face guard her and literally try and just deny her the ball on the crease. Stahl's got a few inches on Buffano, and it's good strategy if you're Harriton because it draws a defender in on the crease. Frees up some of those cutters by drawing in a defender down low. Garnet Valley defensively is going to let the Harriton feeders stand back there and try and pick their spots. At some point, you think if they don't get the goal differential closer, they're going to have to start pressing behind, trying to force that attacker to throw an errant pass or turn the ball over back there. There you go. Harriton eventually fed the ball. Unsuccessfully to the front of the crease. Not sure if it went off a Harriton stick or Garner Valley, but the ball didn't make it to the end line. Harriton, as they should with a 4-goal lead, is taking all the time they want. If it's a good look, they're going to take it. If not, they're more than content to just hold the ball. There you go. There's the press behind. Double team the ball. And it leads to a turnover. Oh, and it goes right back to Harriton. Goaltender Kinney, ball rolls in the crease on the deflected pass. And Garner Valley throws it away just like that. Good save by Lauren Kinney on the low shot from Greta Stahl. That's a big save by the Jaguar netminder. Let's see if Garner Valley can get another good solid look here. Run it down. Number 21, Caroline Carruthers, catches the bouncing ball. Oh, saved by the goalkeeper McLean. Big save by Harriton. 2 saves at each end by both goalkeepers. Keep this a 4-goal game. And now the fast break for Harriton. McDonough doesn't look like she was planning on stopping, and she gets the call for the shooting space violation. Another save by Kinney. 2 big saves in a critical spot here in the second half by the Garner Valley goalkeeper. Let's see if they can get a clear. Hoffman splits the double team, runs into another double team. Garner Valley's going to try and swing the field. They get it over to O'Brien, and they switch. Looks like Garner Valley switched defenders. Number 24, Linda Zamrowski, junior defenders on the field in the second half for the first time for the Jaguars. She's a little bigger, a little more physical. Maybe that's what Garner Valley is looking to do. Try and create some turnovers defensively. Garner Valley running their motion offense up top. Shot, score off the motion feed by number 1, Regan Nealon. And with 17:58 left, it's now 9-6 Harriton. So a little bit of unsettled play there, back and forth by both teams. Turnovers in each end. Goaltenders with big saves on each end. Garner Valley, when they've had possession, the last few possessions of the first half and these first couple of the second half, when they've had possession in the Harriton end, they've capitalized. They've gotten good looks. They've gotten the shots they wanted and capitalized and gotten goals. It's just for every one they score, they give one up to Harriton at this point. Nealon back on the draw for Garner Valley, and the Rams win it clean. Number 20, Emily Stewart, came up with the ball. And with this game now being down to a 3-goal deficit, look to see Harriton be really slow and deliberate with their offensive possession. They're going to force Garner Valley to come out and play aggressive defense, play the ball behind. They're going to force the Jaguars to try and commit a mistake by being overly aggressive that's going to give them an easier look on goal. They'll take the easy goal. Garnet Valley settles back in defensively, and they let Allison Schwab stay behind. Now they press out a little more aggressively defensively. There you go. There's the turnover they needed. The loose ball goes off a Jaguar stick and right back to number 2, Allison Schwab. Turnover. Errant pass. See if Jags can come up with it in the midfield. Oh! Tough call there. 2 girls going for a ball. They called the body foul on Zamrowski. Turns the ball back over to the Rams. Aaron shot by McDonough, but she draws the shooting space violation. But as she got the shot off, Harriton will just retain possession behind at the X. You have to think that the Rams coaching staff is well aware that at some point here, now that we're getting down to 15 minutes left, and there's the press. Bufano presses behind. Shot, score by Stahl. That's the fear you have. If you get her the ball back there and you come out and you press and you play aggressive defense, you're going to give up an opportunity. So with 15:27 left in this second half, the Rams extend their lead back to 4, 10-6. Number 4, Tish Minford, senior defender, back in for Garnet Valley. Zamrowski checks out. Karen Nealon won the draw to Regan Nealon. Garnet Valley sets up their offense. Delaney, great dodge. Oh, big save by McLean. Ball goes back over to Delaney behind the net. See if Garnet Valley can get one quick here and get this back to a 3-goal game. Sophomore Caroline Schaefer, number 16, checks into the game for the first time for the Jaguars. Looks like they're trying to get some speed and some athleticism in there on the offensive end. Try and get some quick goals here to get themselves back in this game. Great feed inside. Number 3, Cameron McNeil. Save. Ball deflects to number 1, Nealon. Back out top to Maddie O'Brien. Garnet Valley's going to try it again. Oh, beautiful shot by number 7, Cameron McNeil. She was able to get her hands free. Shot sidearm. Beat the goalie up top. Really tough save for the Harriton goalkeeper, McLean. That shot from about 6 yards, rising from about waist high up underneath the top shelf. That's a really difficult save to make, and a beautiful shot. So with 13:52 left in the game, Jaguars once again cut it to a 3-goal deficit. It's now 10-7 Harriton. Both teams here, you can hear both coaches talking to their players. They sense the urgency of the time of the game based on the goal differential now with under 14 minutes left, and they still be in a 3-goal difference Both teams really trying to control the pace. Garner Valley wants to pick it up and get some quick goals. Harriton's going to be as deliberate as they can. Call an empty stick check on Garner Valley. So off that draw, ball goes right back to Harriton. Let's see how slow they are. You would think with possession and the clock on their side, they're going to be really slow. Number 23, McDonough pressed the goal, but as soon as the slide came from the Garner Valley defender, they pulled the ball back out top. For the first time today, we're just going to see Harriton spread it out. It's a really different look than what they've done when they've been attacking offensively. Great feed. Beautiful save by Kinney. Big possession. Let's see if Garner Valley comes up with it. They do. They play the ball back to Kinney. Throws it over to Taviano. Garner Valley's going to look to clear. Nealon somehow managed to keep her balance along the sideline, and Garner Valley's got numbers. Great point-blank look from Garner Valley. McNeil, but the goalkeeper McLean made a point-blank save. So Garner Valley's going to slow it down and try and get a good look here. 12 and a half minutes left in the second half. 10-7 Harriton. So Garner Valley's going with two attackers behind. They have Schaefer and McNeil behind the goal. O'Brien feeds McNeil. Beautiful save. But Garner Valley retains possession off the save. The goalkeeper didn't know where the ball was. She saved it up high. The ball actually bounced behind the net. Delaney with the dodge. Draws the foul. Oh, nope. Gets the shot off, so Garner Valley retains possession. Nealon feeds inside to Faith. She gets checked. This is a really big possession for Harriton. They get the defensive stop they needed. Garner Valley's now going to have to press out and double team. Stahl on the crease roll, got herself manned up in a mismatch physically on that possession. She got the ball right in front of the crease. She scores over top with 10:23 remaining in the second half, pushes the lead back to a 4-goal lead. Jaguars have gotten it down to 3 on several occasions, but they just can't get that next possession. They had a settled possession there for a while. Had a few really good looks from in close on the Harriton goalkeeper McLean, but she came up with a few big saves. Leads to a goal going the other way. Garnet Valley really needs to press now. Harriton gets the ball at midfield. Off of the foul call. McDonough is going to go to goal. Up. She thinks twice about it, pulls it out. Harriton has no need to try and be aggressive. They're going to force Garnet Valley to come out and play really aggressive defensively. Score on a good feed from Stahl. With 9:32 left, that pushes the lead now to 12-7 Harriton. At this point, Garner Valley can't really afford to lose any of these draws, and just like that, they get possession by Hoffman. Looking to advance it, feed to Faith. Foul called. Great switch up top. Good feed from O'Brien to McNeil. Slam dunk goal from in close. Garner Valley isn't quitting. They're not going away. They just have a lot of ground to make up. It's now 12-8 with 8 minutes and 24 seconds left in the second half. They just have to continue to get possessions off of these draws. Harriton comes up with possession off the draw. Garner Valley really needs to be aggressive defensively now. Oh, and they get the mistake they were looking for. Unforced turnover. Garner Valley's on the fast break. They have a 4-on-3. Faith's going to take it herself. Some violation called on the shot by number 19, Faith, on the fast break. Not sure what the call was. They made her go behind. Harriton now is going to be really deliberate with the ball. Wouldn't be surprised to see them spread out their 7 attackers all over the offensive end of the field and really force Garner Valley to press out. Now down under the 7-minute mark remaining in the second half. Still Harriton 12, Jaguars 8. The clock's ticking. Harriton again. Here comes the double team. Harriton throws the ball out. Harriton has called timeout with 6.5 minutes left in the game. They're probably going to discuss their strategy on killing the 6.5 minutes without giving the ball back to Garner Valley. That should be their strategy anyway. No need to go to goal with a 4-goal lead and possession.
Is it film? It is. Cameraman?
So if you're the Rams, you have this game right where you want it. You've got a 4-goal lead. You've got possession. They've now given themselves the timeout with the opportunity to set up their strategy on how they want to play keep away. If you're Garnet Valley, defensively, you know the clock isn't your friend. You've got a 4-goal deficit with only 6.5 left. Your opponent has the ball on your end. So the plan has to be to try and double-team the ball. But you have to pick and choose your spots because, as you saw on the last Harriton goal, if you double-team too soon, you leave somebody wide open in front, and it leaves for an easy shot and easy goal for the opponent. So Garnet Valley is really going to have to try and pick their spots to double-team and get aggressive here defensively. Be interesting to see what the two teams look to do coming out of this timeout. Harriton spreads it out. Here comes the double team. There go the Garnet Valley defenders double teaming the ball. Yeah, that's the problem. You have to try and force the errant pass. If you don't force the errant pass, now you're stuck scrambling all over the field. Here's the double team again. Harriton handled that really well. Gonna throw the ball behind. So, 1 minute gone by in this possession for Harriton. They've successfully managed to hold on to the ball. They're forcing Garnet Valley's defenders and midfielders to run all over the field. You can see Garnet Valley's defenders already getting winded. Harriton spread out as much as they are, forcing our defenders to come way out wide. Here comes the double team again. They're looking for these double teams from Garnet Valley to be more aggressive. They just don't have the stamina left. They've been playing defense like this entire second half, trying to force turnovers. It's a really difficult task you're putting your defenders into here. Not that she has any choice. The score's the score. You're down 4. You have to press out. You have to try and create a turnover and do something. But Harriton is more than content on just doing this, exactly what you see, which is keeping the ball wide and high. Garnet Valley gets a new midfielder on the field defensively in Riley Delaney. Trying to just get some fresh legs to help with this aggressive defense. Good check by Beth Hoffman, number 20. Advances the ball to McNeil. Garnet Valley on the break. Body check called on number 23, McDonough. Garner Valley now needs to score quick. Try and get something off the draw. Let's see if they can get one quick here and get this back to a 3-goal game. Some of these same midfielders you're now asking to play up-tempo offensively are the same ones that were just running all over the field defensively trying to press out. Great opportunity here for the Jaguars. Number 7, Cameron McNeil with the 8-meter free position from right up top. Let's see if she can bury it here. Good save by McLean, the goalie. That's a big stop. Harriton now can take all the time they want. Oh, turnover in the midfield, and Harriton comes up with it again. Yellow card called on number 20, Beth Hoffman. She's trying to force the turnover, got a little too aggressive up high. And so with 2:24 left in the game and a 4-goal lead, Harriton now also has a 1-player advantage, which really makes it a difficult task for the Jaguars defensively. They can't even double team. They'll leave 2 girls uncovered. Garnet Valley just hasn't been able to get anything going their way. Even when they've forced turnovers, balls have either been turned right back over or bounced right into Harriton sticks. It's kind of the story of how this one's gone for the Jaguars, and for Harriton for that matter. They had a great game plan. They executed it well when they had to. And they've maintained possession for most of this second half with either a 3 or 4 goal lead for most of the half. Really put Garner Valley in a spot where they had to play a style they're not really accustomed to playing or necessarily wanted to play, where they're playing so aggressive defensively. We count down under half a minute left here. Ten seconds. Harriton's more than content to just run this clock out. 3, 2, 1. Congratulations to the Rams. 12-8 victors over Garner Valley here today. Both teams now with 1 loss on the season, as well as 1 loss in the league, as both teams now go into the heart of their Central League schedule. For those of you who watched online, thanks for joining us. Once again, the final today, Harriton 12, Garner Valley 8. Rams deal to host Garner Valley Jaguars their first loss of the season. Good gameplay by both teams. Thank you for joining us.